Welcome back. We thought we'd start this one off with a little puppy time, give the people what they want. And we're going to talk about 5 pet items that we wouldn't go without. These are 5 Charlie and Eris approved, and we're going to start with my favorite because I can. This dog bowl may look a little worn, but it's because it's several years old. We bought this when we were traveling back and forth. We were basically living out of a hotel every other week. We had our weekend RV at the time, and so we had those stainless steel bowls scattered everywhere. But I found that the dogs weren't really drinking on travel day, and I didn't trust leaving water back there in the back seat. So we bought this, splash resistant. And if you have a slobbery drinker, this is key. You can kick this thing, it's perfect. So we did this to put it in the truck, but we found that when we would get this thing out, get it ready to go for travel day, the dogs kind of were drawn to it. They seemed to really enjoy drinking out of this, and they wouldn't bother with their others. When we went full time, we kept this sucker. It just travels with us wherever we go. And then all those other stainless steel bowls got donated to the shelter.
Next up on the list is the Apple AirTag and a collar that takes the AirTag. This is one we picked up off of Amazon. The AirTag goes in that little box there. These are the one I have on my camper keys because I throw my keys everywhere all the time and I never know where I left it. These things are great. Eris really doesn't get far from us, but if she gets her mindset on something, she can be gone in a heartbeat, and we have her into that. So this is great because while it doesn't have its own GPS on it, anytime it gets near any kind of Apple device, an iPhone or an iPad or something like that, it can actually ping off of anyone's device without them getting your personal information. And as long as she's near an iPhone, we can either click it and put it in lost mode where it would alert someone else's iPhone to call us if they found the AirTag, which is attached to the dog. Or like when I lose my keys, you can just play a little sound on it. So we can play a little sound or we can track it. Just kind of helps us keep an eye on Eris. And as a side note, it's great if you misplace your keys a lot too.
Quick intermission for some lunch. I need to get groceries, and so we're having meat and cheese plates.
Leftover everything, it looks like.
Go ahead and smash that subscribe button if you want some more dinner ideas. The next two are kind of twofold. Number 3 and 4. We've talked about this one before, dry shampoo. We like this Dr. Cuddles. It keeps stinky dogs a little fresher without having to bathe them so often. If you remember last year, we had reached out to Dr. Cuddles, let them know how much we really enjoyed their product, and asked for a discount code for you guys, which they did and did more. They sent a whole gift package for a giveaway. The whole thing was so fun, and I know whoever got it was happy with it. They also sent me this Heal at Home wound gel to try out. It was a new product. And I thought, well, that's a pretty neat thing to have, maybe toss in an emergency bag, a hiking bag. Thought it was a really good thing to keep around. I just didn't think I would use it a whole lot. But I found that when we were down in Texas where the air was so dry, the ground was dry, their paws would get kind of crusty. What are you doing? What's going on over there? But they also would get those little sticky burrs in their paws, and it would sting and they'd lick and it would bother them. And so I would clean their paws, and I just tried it. I just sprayed it on there just to see if it would give them any kind of relief, and it stopped. I don't use it often, hopefully. You don't need to. It is a neat thing to have around, but I wanted to talk about what I had tried it on, and they seemed to respond really well to it.
Next up on the list is our LIPPERT Dog Kennel. We picked this up at the Grand Design Rally, so we've used it for quite a few months now. It's holding up a lot better than I expected. It really looks brand new. It's holding up really well. It comes with a nice bag that it goes in, and you just kind of pull the band and pop it out. It comes with a sunshade, or in our case, a don't get out when chickens walk by shade. If you guys forgot what happened there when we didn't use the shade, we'll go ahead and put a clip of that in here because it just never gets old.
No, 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 oh no, oh no, oh no. There you have it. I hope these helped you guys. These are not sponsored products, just tried and true and dog tested. Let us know what products you guys use that you wouldn't live without on the road with pets. We're gonna have ours listed in the description and comments as always. But there's always those things that we love, and let's share them with the group. But the dogs are dying to go exploring, so we're gonna go.
So while we're on the subject of pets, let's talk about Charlie. Charlie really loves three things: food, sleeping, and sitting in a chair. So with that in mind, we decided to venture out tonight and come over here to Gulfport and see what we believe is the world's largest rocking chair. Now, it was bright and sunny when we left the campsite, and as we got here, it got darker and darker and windier and windier. So we're gonna try to make this quick before we get rained on.
It was the world's largest rocking chair. It has been surpassed twice now at least, but it's still a very large chair, and we're gonna go get a picture.
To add a level of complexity to this mission, we're gonna try to get a picture of us with both the dogs and no one to hold the camera. But this thing is huge, so I backed my truck up here by it so you can kind of see in comparison how huge this chair is. It's kind of ridiculous, but let's go see if we can get the picture without the camera blowing down. That's what I was afraid of. Somebody had to stop for business.
This chair was built in 1965. There you go. There's your lesson.
And trying to take a selfie with dogs was a disaster. But it was a fun disaster, and we didn't break the camera when it fell over. So here's one last look at the big chair. You never know what you're gonna see out here. I can't wait to see what those pictures turn out like. But we're gonna go drop the dogs off because our plan was to go run errands and get groceries tonight, but somebody spotted an Italian restaurant on the way over here, so it sounds like we're gonna go drop the dogs off, go eat, then get groceries, and maybe we won't spend as much because we'll be full.
No, I can already tell you what'll happen because you gotta know yourself. We're gonna eat, and we're gonna be so full that we're gonna go, let's do groceries tomorrow.
I'd be okay with that.
It should be no surprise that we didn't get groceries last night, but it's done. Last night we got to visit with Jennifer and Eric, which we enjoyed. They were kind enough to come to the beach on one of the coldest days, but we knew that today and tomorrow we're gonna look like this. Eris is a sweet girl, but socially, it's been a long 6 years of getting her to this point. So I appreciated them kind of catering to her a little bit. We wanted to give the dogs one more day of playing before we turn northward. Eris repaid us by getting as dirty as possible. Charlie repaid us by eating a bunch of sand. And has been sick all night and all morning getting rid of it in any possible way he can think to get rid of it. Ugh. So I repaid them both with a bath.
She's cold, I know.
Thanks for tagging along with us as always. We'll see you guys on the next one.
So since we're on the subject of pets, let's talk about Charlie. Charlie loves 3 things. Cheese.
Food, sleeping in a chair.
So while we're on the subject of pets, let's talk about Charlie. Charlie loves 3 things. Cut my hand out. So while we're on the subject of pets, let's talk about Charlie. Charlie really loves 3 things.
But we truly like this product. However, speaking of Dr. Cuddles, hey. Hey, shh.
Bad.
Stop.
Bad.
He saw a dog.